So currently, this happens to be the biggest beef in our entertainment industry, and I feel I need to speak on it. I know it's been a while. I posted on this channel, and I've really been doing a lot of things. That's why I've been away. I mean, it's not time for explanation and all that, but let's just dive deeper into this particular issue. So Shatta Wale is currently beefing with Kwadwo Sheldon, right? A lot of people don't know how this started. I'll speak on how it started and then I'll share my thoughts on this as well. If today is your first time here, please subscribe, click on the notification bell, and get notified on any latest post. I'm going to post. Listen. I'm not going to promise you guys that I'm always going to be here, but I'll try as much as possible to come and explain issues like I used to. I mean, you understand. Okay, so this is the whole thing. Last year, Shatta Wale had a big song on God. Okay, Kwadwo Sheldon was using Shatta Wale's song on his YouTube channel. I mean, they were friends. Kwadwo Sheldon was doing videos on Shatta Wale, praising Shatta Wale and all that, talking about Shatta Wale being the GOAT, the greatest of all time. I mean, when it comes to Ghana music and all that, he was always trumpeting that. So you'd see that, or you'd realize, or you'd have a feeling that the relationship between Shatta Wale and Kwadwo Sheldon was sort of cordial, because Shatta Wale used Kwadwo Sheldon's term, Yawa of the Day, for a song. Okay, and that song became Shatta Wale's biggest song last year. And Kwadwo Sheldon in turn also used that song as his intro whenever he was recording a video on his YouTube channel. So they were cool, okay? You would see videos of Shatta Wale on Snapchat. I mean, he was posting videos of Kwadwo Sheldon on Snapchat and sometimes laughing. At a point in time, Shatta Wale was saying Kwadwo Sheldon was his best friend. Kwadwo Sheldon was also saying Shatta Wale is his best friend. In fact, last year when Shatta Wale entered into a new relationship with a different lady, what Shatta Wale said was, I think Kwadwo Sheldon was going to be the MC for his wedding. I mean, they were cool. So what happened? So I think when McMill came to Ghana, okay, but prior to that, there was an incident. But I mean, let me take it from here, and that's what will make you understand. So, for a lot of people who have been following Shatta Wale for a while now, you know Shatta Wale loves McMill. Okay, I mean Shatta Wale identifies with Dream Chasers, which is more like a clique or a gang that was started by McMill. Okay, so Shatta Wale likes McMill or loves McMill. So when McMill came to Ghana, we all know what happened. He went to visit the president. A lot of Ghanaians were not happy with his outlook. He shot a video at the Jubilee House. A lot of Ghanaians were angry about that. So McMill came online and McMill apologized. He told Ghanaians he was sorry. He didn't know. I mean, he wasn't given the right to shoot. He just sneaked through and then shot. And so we shouldn't be blaming the president and all that. So McMill apologized because he saw that what he did was wrong. But Shatta Wale, being Shatta Wale, rather came to insult Ghanaians. Shatta Wale didn't understand why Ghanaians were bashing McMill, because I've told you, Shatta Wale sort of idolizes McMill. Okay, so Shatta Wale was insulting Ghanaians and was going crazy. We all know Shatta Wale, man. I don't need to go deep into it. So Shatta Wale was doing everything Shatta Wale, what we know Shatta Wale for, okay? And so I think prior to that, Kwadwo Sheldon had criticized the government for allowing McMill to do what McMill did, okay? So when Shatta Wale came on and was sort of also bashing Ghanaians and criticizing Ghanaians and saying all of those things, Kwadwo Sheldon did a video, and Kwadwo Sheldon was like, he doesn't understand, because even McMill, who was involved in this, has come out to apologize. You, Shatta Wale, you are not involved in this issue doesn't concern you. Why are you speaking about it? Why are you insulting Ghanaians and all that? So in a way, Kwadwo Sheldon was sort of criticizing Shatta Wale and didn't understand why Shatta Wale came out and was insulting Ghanaians. And so from then, Shatta Wale didn't take it lightly. Shatta Wale was angry at Kwadwo Sheldon, and he did a video for Kwadwo Sheldon and all that. I mean, said a lot of things, speaking to Kwadwo Sheldon, hey, don't use my song, don't do this. So it went south from there. So a lot of people were like, hey, Shatta, relax. I mean, you told us Kwadwo Sheldon was your best friend, so what was going on? So Kwadwo Sheldon came out and said, well, for him, Shatta Wale is still his best friend, okay? and he knows Shatta Wale. So I mean, he will not take that on the big deal. That's what Kwadwo Sheldon said. And so Kwadwo Sheldon did a second reply to Shatta Wale, a second response to Shatta Wale. And I mean, that response also got to the nerves of Shatta Wale. So Shatta Wale did a song, London Bridge. And in the song, he was insulting Kwadwo Sheldon. Even though he didn't mention Kwadwo Sheldon's name, we all knew he was talking about Kwadwo Sheldon. He was saying his head was big like London Bridge and it is falling down and all that. Because proud to that song, he was insulting Kwadwo Sheldon with the same insults, okay? And all that. So I mean, that's what Shatta Wale did a song for Kwadwo Sheldon. And a lot of people were like, Shatta, why are you beefing with Kwadwo Sheldon? I mean, you've told us Kwadwo Sheldon is your best friend, but now you are saying Kwadwo Sheldon shouldn't be using your song again, shouldn't be doing this. You are acting as if you are not even cool with Kwadwo Sheldon just because he criticized you, just because he called you out for, I mean, calling Ghanaians out for a matter that doesn't even concern you. Okay, so a lot of people didn't understand that action from Shatta Wale. People were sort of bashing Shatta Wale and all that. And I mean, today it has gotten to where it has gotten to. So I think it went down for a while. And I mean, Shatta Wale warned Kwadwo Sheldon, told Kwadwo Sheldon not to talk about him again, not to, I mean, play his songs again and all that. Okay, so Kwadwo Sheldon heeded to that, and he stopped using Shatta Wale's song as his intro on his YouTube channel. Okay, so recently Sir Kwadwo also had some beef with Samini. I mean, from Sir Kwadwo's point of view, he's not having any beef with Samini. It was Samini who had a problem with Sir Kwadwo because Samini was saying that Samini was having a session on Twitter, okay, where he was asking his fans questions, and people asked, someone asked Samini whether he was going to release a new song with Sir Kwadwo and all that. And Samini said no, he's never going to do a song with Sir Kwadwo because he sent Sir Kwadwo a song. He wanted to put it on his EP. Sir Kwadwo didn't do the song. He was trying to reach out to Sir Kwadwo. Sir Kwadwo gave him blue tick. Sir Kwadwo read his messages and didn't get back. He was trying to reach out to Sir Kwadwo, but it wasn't possible. So for him, he's not going to release any song with Sir Kwadwo. So Sir Kwadwo recently did a song with, I mean, we all know, I mean, high feats, massive feats. Sir Kwadwo did a song with Bob Marley. And Sir Kwadwo was going on a radio tour or media tour for that song. And I think Samini called in, or I mean, Andy Dusty. It's also an issue. So Samini called in, and Samini was very angry and all that. So Shatta Wale was responding to that, and Shatta Wale came online and was more like being on the side of Samini. Shatta Wale was like, he has heard Sir Kwadwo is beefing with Samini, and that in the first place is a mistake. It is wrong. Sir Kwadwo is not beefing with Samini. It is Samini who had issues with Sir Kwadwo. And listen, if you go and listen to the interview or watch the interview and listen to Samini, how he was speaking and how Sir Kwadwo handled the issue, Sir Kwadwo was the bigger person. Sir Kwadwo apologized there. He said for him, he's not seeing things the way Samini is saying, but he's sorry if that's how Samini feels. So Sir Kwadwo apologized. So when Shatta Wale came online and was speaking, he came live and was speaking, the first thing he said was, he has said Sir Kwadwo is beefing with Samini. And Shatta Wale was like, no, Sir Kwadwo, Samini is not your size. You don't need to beef with Samini. But in the first place, Sir Kwadwo has never been beefing with Samini. Sir Kwadwo apologized. He saw Samini as a big guy, a big brother, and he apologized. So for Shatta Wale to also take that stance, a lot of people were not understanding what Shatta Wale was doing. So Kwadwo Sheldon posted a video of Shatta Wale when Shatta Wale was beefing with Samini, when Shatta Wale was insulting Samini's mother and all that. Kwadwo Sheldon posted that old video, and Kwadwo Sheldon was like, Shatta Wale, you are very inconsistent. You are embodiment of inconsistency. Because you, this same person, today talking about Samini being a senior man and Sir Kwadwo has to show respect to Samini. You insulted Samini, you insulted his mother some time ago. So what are you talking about? You are one artist who has insulted a lot of legends in this industry. Last time you were insulting Reggie Raxton and all that. So what are you talking about? So Kwadwo Sheldon just went on rampage, was posting old videos of Shatta Wale, proving the point that Shatta Wale is inconsistent. And Shatta Wale was not happy with that. He wasn't taking that. So Shatta Wale made a lot of posts on social media. I heard him on Space. He was insulting Kwadwo Sheldon, calling on the IGP to arrest Kwadwo Sheldon and all that. So I didn't understand Shatta Wale's point, because, I mean, why are you calling on IGP to arrest Kwadwo Sheldon? That's because he's talking about you. But Sarkodie didn't call you, Samini didn't call you, but you came to talk about them. So you don't want someone to talk about you, but you are talking about. So, I mean, that's the whole thing, okay? So Kwadwo Sheldon, as at this point, has deleted everything Shatta Wale on his channel. He has promised not to talk about Shatta Wale ever again. And this, for me, right, this is not the first time this is happening. Shatta Wale has done this to Ameya Debra before. So if you notice, Ameya Debra is one of the biggest bloggers in the country, but never talks about Shatta Wale. So this is interesting. So this is the whole thing. Share your thoughts in the comment box.